your son. That's your thing. Hey, what you think about the fight, man? It's not gonna be as easy as you think. Yeah. Keep your confidence. Never stop believing in yourself. Yes.
You know, I respect it in the game. I don't know why I respect this guy, just because he's short, I think. But Pacquiao, he's really that much with that. That's probably one of the few fighters besides you, Muhammad Ali, all you guys, that Hagler and all those guys and stuff like that. That little fucker right there. I never seen that guy back up with anybody.
Manny Pacquiao's comeback has gone viral in the boxing world, with his intense training shocking many. Even Mike Tyson claimed that Pacquiao looks ready to tear through Mario Barrios. Meanwhile, in each of his viral training clips, Manny Pacquiao appears more confident than ever. He's throwing with power and precision, driven by a mindset focused on success, and delivering a spectacular showdown against Mario Barrios. He's training harder than ever and looks fully motivated for his comeback, ready to be a firework in the ring. Wishing him good luck on his comeback after a long hiatus, Oscar De La Hoya shared his thoughts. He expressed confidence in Manny Pacquiao's ability to beat Mario Barrios, but emphasized that it won't be an easy fight.
I wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him. Can he do it? Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely. Manny Pacquiao's
Oscar needs.
He's a legend, you know.
Some nice ones, thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy. But I think he can do it.
On the other hand, Manny is fully confident in his comeback and in facing Mario Barrios. While he sees it as a big opportunity, he pointed out that the pressure no longer bothers him. He also addressed the fact that although his fans are concerned about him fighting at 46, there's no need to worry, as he still has what it takes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it.
You know, Manny, for a lot of people, you are the greatest fighter in history, the only champion in 4 different decades. When you beat Barrios, what does that say?
Oh, it's a big thing for me.
And congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, June. How are you, madam? Thank you.
Manny, what do you say to your fans? They're worried about you fighting again at 46.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Robert Garcia acknowledged that this matchup is one of the easiest to make, given both fighters' strong ties to PBC. However, he raised concerns about Pacquiao fighting at 46. Garcia emphasized that Manny shouldn't be stepping into the ring at this stage, and while he doesn't feel sorry for him financially, he doubts Pacquiao can get into proper shape at this point in his career.
Pacquiao's a big name, and obviously Barrios a great fight for Barrios because he's a champion, and I think Pacquiao, being that they both have connections with PBC, that's the easiest fight to make. So, getting another title opportunity, I just the name obviously, but I really believe that Pacquiao shouldn't be fighting. I think it's actually going to be a little. I don't want to say sad because he's going to make a lot of money, so we can't feel sorry for him. But at 46, almost 47, it's almost impossible.
Furthermore, Robert believes that Manny can't perform at the same level as he did in his 20s or 30s.
I don't think you're going to get in shape and be able to perform like the way you were when you were in your 20s and 30s.
Meanwhile, still highlighting the importance of possibility, Garcia pointed out how George Foreman performed well despite not being in his prime. However, he stressed that he doesn't see Manny beating Mario Barrios. He also noted that one of Pacquiao's most important traits, his speed, has declined and believes it would be nearly impossible for Manny to win this fight.
Well, it's not impossible because he has power. He should have that power. Barrios is big and a strong boy, so I don't see that happening. But is it possible? Anything's possible. George Foreman did it. There's been others that do it. But I really don't see it happening.
But Pacquiao's speed's the name of his game. Do you think he doesn't have that? There's no way he doesn't have the same speed as before.
There's no way, bro. You guys, I don't know if you guys seen his last performance.
The exhibition against that big guy.
It was actually embarrassing to see that shit. So it wasn't that good. it wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
On the other hand, Manny Pacquiao has stunned fans and shaken the boxing world with his explosive return to training. He's sharpening every skill in the gym, silencing critics with every punch, fighting with more hunger than ever, and pushing himself harder in every session. Pacquiao looks like a warrior on a mission, refusing to let age define his legacy. Seeing his fighting spirit, Mike Tyson once again stepped forward to show his support. During a FaceTime call with Manny Pacquiao, Tyson expressed his excitement about seeing him back in the ring. He encouraged Manny to keep the warrior spirit alive and silence the critics with a statement performance, reminding him to believe in himself, because as Tyson put it, age is just a number.
Hey, what you think about the fight, Mike? It's not gonna be as easy as you think. Keep your confidence. Never stop believing in yourself. Yes.
In another video interview, Mike Tyson emphasized that when it comes to fighting ability and skill, he has not seen anyone being more sensational than Manny Pacquiao. He praised Pacquiao for his exceptional fighting talent and even challenged others to name anyone more electrifying in the ring.
Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. Oh, sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I didn't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
Mike Tyson's praise for Manny Pacquiao doesn't stop there. In a conversation with Dennis Rodman, he spoke about Pacquiao's exceptional discipline and unmatched fighting capabilities. He pointed out that Manny is the kind of fighter who never backs down or avoids anyone, a trait that both he and Dennis said earns their deep respect for him.
You know, I respect it in the game. I don't know why I respect this guy, just because he's short, I think. But Pacquiao, he's brilliant. With that, that's probably one of the few fighters besides you, Muhammad Ali, all you guys that got Hagler and all those guys and stuff like that. That little right there, I never seen that guy back up with anybody. Tall, short, he goes in that stuff. Okay, great. And he's still doing it today. I don't know, 40 years old. Yeah, close to 50. And yeah. So who's the other guy? Hopkins? He's a great guy. He does a great fight. He should have retired a long time ago.
Moving on, staying focused on his game and maintaining a positive mindset despite the ongoing hype, Manny Pacquiao asserted that his mind is set solely on training. He revealed that he sleeps only a few hours each night, driven by his deep love for working out. Pacquiao also shared his thoughts on how a fighter should maintain mental discipline, emphasizing that in the end, it's just two fighters alone in the ring and focus is everything.
Did you sleep at all? Couple hours. That's crazy. Why not take a day off? Why not take 2 days off? Okay. I love workout. Yeah. You know me. Of course. Right? 1 out of 1. I love workout. Yeah. No, never shortcuts. Never. At the end of the day, me and my opponent are alone in the ring. That's true. That's very important to put in the mind of a fighter. That at the end of the day, the fighter, two of them alone in the ring.
George Kambosos also shared his thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's comeback, praising him for always giving 110% in training to achieve results. He noted this as something he personally learned from Manny and expressed deep admiration for him, calling Pacquiao a true legend of the sport.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year. It was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring.
Praising Pacquiao, Kambosos further went on to assert that Manny's legacy speaks for itself. He expressed belief in Pacquiao's chances of winning this time, proving that even at his age, with sheer determination and a true competitor's mindset, he can still get it done.
I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on. He can still do it.
Meanwhile, Sean Porter shared his insights on the upcoming fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios, emphasizing that Manny needs to come out strong in the early rounds. He noted that Pacquiao's prime is behind him, and he's no longer as dominant as he once was. Porter added that Barrios is a tough opponent, and Manny will have to truly prove his worth in this matchup.
To me, I think Manny has to come out very strong, very fast in the first couple of rounds, because his gas tank ain't what it used to be. At 48 years old now, or 46, 47, 46 years old now, what?
Come out hot, fucking around out of gas.
At 40,
and get stopped.
But think about it, at 46 years old, you come out, and let's just say hypothetically, your gas is half full at 46 years old. I'd rather try to use that half tank
when I got something
in 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Joining him, Sean Zettel and Anthony Brennig also agreed that Mario Barrios is a strong and youthful opponent. Sean pointed out that for Manny to overcome Barrios, he'll need to capitalize on his fighting skills right from the opening rounds. He added that if Manny manages to do that, the fight could swing in his favor. Otherwise, he sees the momentum slipping away from Pacquiao as the bout progresses.
He has the kind of style, styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do. But the further that fight goes, the more that's gonna go down. He ain't young no more when it does this. It ain't gonna do this no more. It ain't gonna go down and then come back up. He not gonna create space, take a deep breath, and that thing shoot up the way it used to. He ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? So.
And if you hurt a fighter early, Sean, you could compromise his legs the rest of the night, right?
Exactly.
So if he hurts Barrios early, he could take something out of him from the get-go.
He's so goddamn strong though.
Barrios
big 147 guy.
How you know he's strong?
I've seen him compared to you. He's bigger than you.
Furthermore, Anthony weighed in with his insights, stressing that Mario Barrios will present a serious challenge for Manny in this fight. Drawing a stylistic comparison to the matchup between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, he suggested that Pacquiao could gain an advantage through his power and might even secure a stoppage. However, he also raised concerns, noting that Manny didn't perform particularly well in his recent exhibition bouts, which could be a factor heading into this fight.
Barrios.
Yeah, that's true.
Disrespectful.
That's true.
That was disrespectful. Sean just thought you was a fan sitting in the corner one day. Yeah, I ain't saying he beat you, but I think the kid's gonna be a lot for Manny.
Yeah.
I just hopefully this might end the way we thought Tyson Paul was gonna end. I think Manny probably gets stopped.
We're talking Paul
You think Manny might get stopped, huh?
I think Manny. Just the age is on his side, man. The youth with the young kid.
I like the experience. The last thing to go is the power.
I mean, did you see him in his exhibition fight?
Nah, I mean, that was an exhibition fight.
I mean, I seen even with Ugas was rolling, but Ugas, he looked bad against Ugas.
Adding on, Manny Pacquiao's comeback has raised eyebrows across the boxing world, and Ricky Hatton is among those expressing concern. He shared his hope that Manny doesn't get hurt, acknowledging the real possibility that he could. Above all, Hatton criticized Pacquiao's return, pointing out the oddity of a fighter ranked 5th in the division after being retired for several years, coming back and immediately fighting for the WBO title. He called the situation funny and questioned what it means for the sport.
Well, one, I hope he doesn't get hurt. I think there's every chance he could do. Secondly, I think how has he got to a world title shot? 5th in the world, imagine if he was number 1 and 2 in the division and trained all your life to get there, and then Manny comes in after being retired 5 years or whatever it is, and goes into number 5 in the division. boxing these days.
Echoing his thoughts, Teddy Atlas offered his opinion, emphasizing that concerns like these should be directed toward WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. He acknowledged that Sulaiman's decisions are made with the business interests of his organization in mind. From a business standpoint, Atlas said Mauricio did what he needed to do, but also recognized that critics have every right to voice their opinions.
Look, Sulaiman is the head. You know, he followed in his father's footsteps. He's kept that organization in a powerful place, so you give him credit for that. Like him or hate him, he's a businessman. He's gone over to Saudi Arabia where everybody else is going over there. He's kept himself front and center. He's kept himself relevant, and his organization relevant. He's doing what a president of a company has to do, and he's doing his job. He's doing that. As far as what he says and the reasons for things.
Furthermore, Teddy Atlas also discussed the weight dynamics leading up to the fight from both fighters' perspectives. He noted that Mario Barrios isn't naturally as big as other welterweights, which could play a role. On the other hand, he highlighted Manny's impressive ability to move up in weight, raising potential concerns for Barrios. Atlas praised Pacquiao for his unique weight cutting and transitioning skills, recalling past performances where Manny amazed fans with his ability to jump weight classes and still dominate.
Barrios is not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights, so start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios, so he's not a naturally big natural welterweight. And of course, we understand Pacquiao has moved up. My God, I don't even know when he first turned pro. You would have thought maybe he could have been a jockey.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
108 pounds, right?
Yeah, jockeys are about 105 pounds, I think, somewhere around that neighborhood. I mean, can you imagine him though going to the whip? He might have killed the horse. That's the only thing. Yeah, you would have had Peta. What is it called? Peter, whatever.
Praising Manny Pacquiao's incredible ability to move up across multiple weight classes, Teddy Atlas expressed his genuine admiration for the boxing legend. At the same time, he acknowledged that Mario Barrios is a confident fighter with a range of skills that make him a formidable opponent for Manny in this matchup.
I love Pacquiao, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite fighters in the whole world. He's moved up from incredible weight. People forget about that. That's why I brought it up. How many weight classes this man has really moved up. Incredible, just incredible. But now, yeah, Barrios wouldn't be as big as those other guys, but he's still a guy that's confident. He's a guy that's a world champion. He's a guy who throws a lot of punches. He's a guy who's younger, who's active, who I know you can't go by this guy beat this guy, but he could beat that guy, but he could beat this guy, but you can't go by that in my business.
Unfazed by the comments surrounding his return and the concerns about his age, Manny Pacquiao remains focused on proving his dominance. With every viral training clip, one thing is clear: he's coming back with the intent to make history. His lightning fast speed and powerful punches showcase a sharpness that, even at 46, makes him a real threat to his opponent, Mario Barrios.
You can't teach speed, you can't teach power. It's God, from God. That's it. People can work on speed their whole life. They're not gonna be fast, man. They work on power. They're not gonna be strong.
His opponent, Mario Barrios, has also shared his thoughts, acknowledging that he has a tough fighter in front of him. Still, he expressed confidence, stating that regardless of the risks, he's ready to take on the challenge. With each passing day in camp, Barrios is focused on refining himself to be at his best, and has promised to execute his game plan with precision and purpose.
He is a great fighter, but I'm going into this camp, went into this fight confident, everything right with our game plan, and I'm going to try to execute it as best as I can.
And there you have it. Manny Pacquiao's shocking return has the boxing world buzzing. From his explosive training sessions going viral to the raised concerns about his age, one thing's for sure: fans and experts alike are stunned by the fire he's bringing at 46. Whether it's his lightning fast hands or relentless work ethic, Pacquiao is proving he's far from done. But don't count out Mario Barrios, young, hungry, and confident. This clash is shaping up to be more than just a fight. It's a moment in boxing history. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because if this comeback continues the way it's going, you won't want to miss what's next.